The ceasefire's first week has been devastating. Residents of East Ghouta see constant bombing by the Syrian regime. Activists say more than 100 civilians, almost half of them women and children, have been killed since diplomats in New York signed a deal to stop the shelling. Today, those living there are begging for relief.
This is the sort of situation they're facing: destruction, death surrounding them, and besiegement. People are running out of food, clean water, medicine.
NBC News has been following sisters Noor and Ala, who live in an underground shelter, briefly coming above ground yesterday with other children to ask the world to stand with them, tweeting, "I am still alive." Along with the bombs, the Syrian government's planes dump leaflets on Eastern Ghouta telling its residents to leave. The UN ceasefire was supposed to open a civilian corridor to allow that to happen, and humanitarian supplies like these idle ambulances to come in. The Assad regime ignoring the international mandate, even escalating the attacks. With fresh reports of a chlorine attack, the international community stands in condemnation, while the catastrophic humanitarian situation continues to deteriorate with no end in sight. On Friday, at an emergency meeting of the UN Human Rights Council, officials said the attacks in Eastern Ghouta probably amount to war crimes. Ali Arouzi, NBC News.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.